in my living room that I read every time I wake up in the morning. Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear now. I'm so sorry. The network just threw me out of the meeting room. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me?
We can hear you
Yes.
now, but we couldn't hear you for about a minute
All right, thank you.
before
That
the
was the
network
network.
took
I
it.
apologize. Yes, like I was saying, that waiting for the perfect moment sometimes is synonymous to procrastination, which means that perfect moment may never come and we keep delaying. I want to say something. Courage isn't the absence of fear or uncertainty. Please note, courage is looking at the blank page, the open microphone, or the unfamiliar path, acknowledging the flutter in your stomach and forging ahead. I'd quickly like to use an illustration before I proceed. Last week, Saturday, I was speaking with my mentor, who has grown to be a global voice and have graced global stages in comparing. And she said something that while she was growing up, all her friends, families, and everybody knew her to be a talker, someone that's very adept in speaking. And so one day, a senior friend called her and said, I'd like you to come and train my senior executives and marketing professionals on effective communication and public speaking. Note, this is someone that has never done that before, but everyone around just knows that she can articulate and express herself effectively. And so she took up that opportunity. She said yes, she would be glad to, and went back home, bought books, read, researched, and prepared her slides. Guess what? She did the training. She gave the training, and the feedbacks from that training was massive. And that was the starting point. That was the beginning of a successful career in public speaking, coaching, comparing, and all. What am I trying to say? Imagine if she didn't take up that opportunity. Imagine if she didn't summon the courage to take up the opportunity at that time and started on that path. She may not be the voice that she is today. And that's why at Toastmasters, we always emphasize on progress, that perfection, not we always emphasize on progress, not perfection, because we believe that when you summon the courage to begin, you get the confidence to continue the journey and progress. Like our quote of today rightly said, every journey begins with a single step. So, whether you are a Toastmaster here today or you are a guest joining us for the very first time, I'd like to implore you, please summon the courage to begin your leadership journey. If you are a guest, summon the courage to begin your leadership journey, to begin your Toastmasters journey. And if you are a Toastmaster, I think it's time to realign to this journey and not wait for the courage to deliver your ice and not wait for perfection to deliver your icebreaker or that next speech. Just begin, just take the step, and everything will fall in place and you'll get that perfection that you hope or aim for. And on that note, once again, I'd like to welcome us to today's meeting with the theme, the courage to begin. I'd now like to hand over the control of this meeting to the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day in Toastmasters context is what everybody call the MC or the compere, the person that will drive the boat of the program or steer the affairs of the program. Today, our Toastmaster of the day, which you can call the compere, is no other person but Toastmaster Austin. I'd like to take his introduction, introduce him before he takes control of the virtual lectern. Austin Use is a copywriter and financial literacy educator. He helps businesses attract and convert customers through strategic copywriting. His current pathway is an engaging humor. He likes to read, write, tell stories, and enjoys studying wealth creation. That's amazing. His favorite quote is formal education will make you a living, but self education will make you a fortune by Jim Rohn. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please, I'd like you to give a virtual round of applause to Toastmaster Austin Use as he takes control of the virtual lectern. Toastmaster
Right.
Austin, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, my honorable VPE. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and amazing guests. I can't hear anything, and
Good
I
afternoon.
assume. Great.
Good afternoon.
Great. Thank you for rescuing me. So today, I will be your Toastmaster of the day, and it's a pleasure to have you on the ride with me. And for every good thing, they say that if you want to go far, go alone. But if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So on this note, I am not going to take you on this beautiful ride with me alone. I have a team of people that is going to make it possible for us to have an experience today. So let me introduce one of the most important persons in the virtual room this afternoon. He's going to be the general evaluator. And who is this amazing young man? His name is Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo. And who is he? Kudus Adebayo is an actuarial analyst, passionate about universal health coverage. He is a Toastmaster Triple Crown Award winner. So, ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please jam them together, virtually, of course, and make welcome Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo, our general evaluator for the day. Thank you.
The day. It's seeing you, and it's nice seeing that your endearing smile. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests.
Good
If you are here
afternoon.
today, I thank you, especially if it's your first time, you have the courage to begin and to attend this Toastmaster meeting today. Welcome, everyone. As the general evaluator, role today is that I will be leading a team who will ensure that everything about this meeting is measured, then we are going to give a feedback on how we have done so far in today's meeting. Today's meeting is going to be 2 hours long. So you will wonder, how do I want to measure everything and give feedback? No, I'm not doing it alone. I have a wonderful team that is going to do it with me. And I'm going to introduce them to you. They will each come out to come and tell you about the role that they will be playing today. And I'm going to start with the grammarian, who is the grammar police and who is going to introduce us to the word of the day. The grammarian is a financial analyst. He is on the persuasive influence pathway. His hobbies are resting and imagining things. You can You are right. A quote by Henry Ford. I hope he's not at home resting and imagining that he is here. I hope he's actually here. Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Grant Oti.
Some Toastmasters and guests. Hello. Can you hear me?
But your line is breaking. We can hear you, but it is breaking.
Good afternoon. Oh,
Okay.
oh. Is it better now? Is it better now?
We can hear you, but
Hello.
it is breaking.
You said it.
Okay, while you
Okay. Perhaps you can. Oh, yes, please continue. Let me
Yeah.
switch my network.
Please switch. So let's just move on to the R counter. The R counter for today is a certified risk management specialist. Currently leverages his expertise as a financial risk management consultant at the leading Big Four accounting firm. He's a big man. That is the meaning of what I just said. He is a writer and knowledge enthusiast who shares insights on his personal blog in his free time. He lives by a personal mantra. What's the worst that could happen? Take that chance today. It's over to you, Toastmaster Robin Oveki.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Speak clearly. If you speak at all, carve every word before you let it fall. This simple quote encapsulates the entire role I'll be playing in this meeting. As great communicators, we ought to be able to speak without the use of any single pause filler. Any single pause fillers. And what are the pause fillers? You have the arms, the us, the as, and also overused words like so and that. I know. Words like these, I will be watching out for them. And at the end of the meeting, once the general evaluator gives me the opportunity, I will provide a report on how we have done well in terms of using our pauses and not using pause fillers. A quick trick to ensure your name is not in my book: just take a minute and pause. Take a minute and pause. The silence will not kill you. I look forward to having a clean report. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, the R counter. Take a minute and pause. The silence will not kill you. If you think you can use any filler words or sound today and you escape, maybe you didn't attend the Division Excellence Award and Recognition 2026. This is the chairman, and if you attend, you will know he always does a good job. I'm going to move on quickly to the timer for today's meeting. Who you must have noticed that he has started his work since we began. He is an engineering graduate from Ahmadu Bello University. He is currently employed in the oil and gas industry, aka he has oil money. He joined Toastmasters to enhance public speaking skills and self-confidence and foster personal and professional growth. He is passionate about learning, teaching, and uplifting others. Please let's give a virtual applause to Toastmaster Muhammad Kabir Abdullah, who is our timer for today's meeting. Virtual applause, please.
Thank you very much, the General Evaluator. They say time is what we want the most, but we use the worst. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests. As your timer this afternoon, my job is to help everyone practice the essential skill of delivering your clear and concise message within the stipulated and allotted time. And I'll be monitoring that by the use of my virtual background, where I'll be flashing colors. For prepared speeches, which the allotted time is between 5 to 7 minutes, at the 5-minute mark, I will flash my green background. At this 6-minute mark, I'll flash my yellow background. And at the 7th-minute mark, I'll flash my red background. After which the speaker has 30 seconds to conclude their thoughts and finish. For table topics, the allotted time for each speaker is between 1 to 2 minutes. At the 1-minute mark, my background will flash green. At the 1-minute 30-second mark, yellow. At the 2-minute mark, red, after which you have 30 seconds to conclude your thoughts and end your speech. We have a special segment this afternoon, which is a lecture, a practical session, which is going to, the allotted time is 15 minutes. So at the 13-minute mark, my background will change to red, green, I mean. At the 14-minute mark, yellow. And at the 15-minute mark, red. So at the end of every speech during the evaluation segment, I'll come back to give my timekeepers a report. Please do well to check the agenda and ensure that you keep to your allotted time. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, the timer for today's meeting. I would suggest that the training is at 10 minutes, green card, so that it can be well timed. Thank you very much, the timer, for that explicit explanation of your role. I'm going to move quickly back to the grammarian to tell us about his role for today's meeting. Toastmaster Grant, are you back for us?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much. Please let me know if you can hear me now.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My role today is that of the grammarian, which is one of the roles that in Toastmasters, some people, especially our newcomers, might wonder what it is about. It's simply one of the ways that Toastmaster helps us to hone and refine our speaking abilities, specifically by improving our vocabulary. So my job today is essentially two things. One is to introduce you to the word of the day, which is already flashed on the screen. And the second is to come back at the end to tell us how we've been able to use the word of the day. The word of the day today is embark. Embark means to start something new or important, often implying a sense of purpose and commitment. To start something new or important, often implying a sense of purpose and commitment. One way the word can be used is to say she or he embarked on a journey of lifelong learning, or the new excos are embarking on a new phase of growth. If you embark on something new, something difficult, something exciting, you find that you stretch yourself and you grow as a result. A wonderful related quote, which ties somewhat to the theme of the day, is one by C. Joy Bell C., an author and poet, that says, the
let's word of the day. The word of the day is embark, is to start something new or important, often implying a set of purpose and commitment. Example, they embarked on a journey of life learning, and new escorts embarking on a new phase of life. Toastmaster Grant will listen
yes.
throughout this meeting. Okay, do you want to finish?
Okay, I was going to say that there is a related quote which I think is wonderful, which is one by C. Joy Bell C. If you can hear me, she's an author and a poet. And she says that the most adventurous journey to embark on is the journey to yourself. And I would add the journey to self-discovery, which is what you need, in fact, for the courage to begin. So I will encourage all of us to use the word of the day as often as possible. And for the benefit of our new members or our guests, you may hear us repeat the word of the day in what feels like one too many. Please indulge us. It's just one way that we try to use to memorize this word of the day, so it becomes a part of our everyday vocabulary as we move along. So I'll come back at the end of the meeting to tell us how often and who has been the most frequent user of the word of the day. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, the grammarian, for that introduction of your role. Please, you just met my team. Let's ensure that we use the word of the day throughout today's meeting. Embark and watch out for our grammar usage, because Toastmaster Grant, the grammarian, is listening. Let's try as much as possible to avoid filler words and filler sounds. Toastmaster Kelvin, the counter for today's meeting is listening. And let's do our best to manage the time that we are given. Toastmaster Mohammed is watching us with his eagle eye. Towards the end of today's meeting, my team and I will come back to give our reports. Till then, let's enjoy the meeting with our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Austin Ose. It's over to you.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. General Evaluator. Yes. Good afternoon once again. As I was seated here, I saw more persons join us. And in case you are just joining us, you're welcome to Seaside Toastmasters Club. The Toastmaster is a club with the intention, the vision is very clear, to build effective communicators and leaders. You're welcome. And I am your TMOD, Austin Hussein. Now, a Toastmaster, every Toastmasters meeting has 3 segments. We have the one for table topics, we have the one for prepared speeches, and we have, lastly, the one for evaluation. So, and this time around, I want to welcome you to the next segment of our meeting today, which is the table topics. And in case you don't know what table topics are, table topics on how to speak on the spot. For example, we experience this a lot when we are given an award, maybe we are giving promotion at work and all of that, and we are called upon to say a vote of thanks or to say a word of appreciation. When you are just called upon to give a speech that you are not prepared, Toastmaster, or into every Toastmasters meeting, we hold that session. So to anchor this, I told you from the beginning, this is an experience we are going to have today. And to embark on this journey with me is the Toastmaster, the Table Topics Master. And who is this Table Topics Master to anchor this segment of our meeting? Her name is Toastmaster Equal Asian. I'm trying to look for her. It's not here anyways. So she's a very vibrant young lady, somebody I admire so much. And please, without further ado, let's join our table topics master to anchor the segment. TM Equan, the virtual lecture is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters. I don't know how many guests are in the house. Good afternoon, guests. Please, can I know if you're a guest, can you please react? Any guest? All right, Dorcas, Opeyemi, good afternoon. You're welcome to Seaside Toastmasters Club. Today's the theme of today's meeting, the courage to begin. Wonderful. There is this quote that lives rent-free in my head. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step. Yes. So yesterday I went on a 10-kilometer run. The hardest step was the first kilometer for me. So it kind of relates. Thank you so much. It kind of relates to the theme of today's meeting. So it's very wonderful. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to challenge some of you to take a different kind of step. On this one is not a physical journey, it's not one. It is a journey of spontaneous speaking. We'll have no time at all to practice. But in Toastmaster, what we do here is learn. We learn, we're not here to be perfect. We're here to perfect ourselves. So I would like 3 people to volunteer. I like volunteers, please. Preferably 2 guests and 1 member. Anyone? Please remember, we're not looking for perfect answers or perfect speech. We're just here to find the courage to begin. Anyone? Please volunteer. Okay, 1. Toastmaster Ivy. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else? Oh, the timer. Toastmaster Mohammed. Okay, so we will just go ahead. We still have 1 person left, so I'll begin with Toastmaster, ladies first. Toastmaster Ivy. You have question 1 to 6. You're going to pick 1 question from question 1 to 6. Please unmute so I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? I'm actually using my phone.
I can hear you.
I will pick question 4.
Question 4. Okay. Here we go. So a friend tells you, I'm waiting until I feel completely ready. What would you tell the person? Someone comes up to you and tells you, I'm waiting. Okay, so a friend comes to you and tells you, I am waiting until I'm very completely ready to start something. What would you tell the person?
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. That is a very interesting question. As we speak, I have currently embarked on a new journey, and the new journey has hit me manifold from all sides. So if a friend would come to me to tell me they're going to wait till they're ready, I will tell them this story. Earlier this year, I had, like a lot of people knew, I was looking for a job, and I decided to embark on that journey of job hunting at the beginning of the year. So what did I do? I went through LinkedIn, I went through different job vacancies, and then I saw a vacancy that popped up at me And when I looked at it, I saw that I only had maybe about 30% of the qualifications. Because I had made a decision to start out to embark on this new journey this year, and I gave myself a deadline, I thought, what's the worst that could happen? The worst answer would be no. And I would go back, lick my wounds, and start again. So I applied for the job. It took a lot of time, but finally, I'm happy to say that I have begun this new job, a job I feel completely unqualified for. That's the first example. The second one is my current role as division director. I would say that the timing, it's poorly timed, to be honest. I don't feel ready. I don't feel prepared. I don't feel like I have the time right now to give 100% that I am known for. However, I know that there are a lot of things that I would get back as a division director and that will make me a better person at the end of the year. So, same thing I would say to the friend. I'm quickly not prepared for it, but nonetheless, I'm still going to embark on this journey. And the final one is personal life. Juggling so many things can make one neglect oneself, mental health, physical health. I don't feel prepared. And I have given several examples at several meetings where I had gone on trips or climbing trips where I wasn't prepared and had succeeded. So I would draw on these examples and tell my friend that you don't have to be prepared. You just need to want to do it. Over to you, the table topics master.
Well, thank you so much for that. Wow.
Just to
So you
note,
don't.
I didn't see the timer. Sorry to say that. I didn't see the timer. I don't know if
Oh, okay. So you was
for the
here all
next
of.
person.
All right. Thank you so much. So you will tell the friend you don't have to wait until you're ready. Do it anyways. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Okay, so the second volunteer. Philip, are you volunteering? I'm here. Thank you. Philip, please unmute if you are. Oh, I'm new here. Oh, okay, he's not. Anyone else? Hmm. Or should I pick? Uh, what do we do? Are we waiting? Okay, great. Toastmaster Austin. Calvin. Toastmaster Calvin. All right. Thank you so much for volunteering. We have question 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Please pick one.
Question one.
Question 1. Oh, that's too easy for you, but okay. What would you do if you couldn't fail? What would you do if you couldn't fail?
What would I do if I could not fail?
Yeah.
I'll be the president of the United States and also the president of Nigeria and maybe the president of the world. Why am I saying so? I feel it is necessary to transform the way people are currently living. If you look at the world today, especially if you look at Nigeria, you see how since 2023, based on changes that the government has made, based on different economic decisions, there has been a lot of hardship. Personally, I feel for everybody, even if I am a little well-to-do, but I feel for the masses. It is necessary to ensure that whatever economic decision that you are taking, you ensure that the masses benefits. So when I say I want to be the president of the world, president of Nigeria, president of the United States, I want to ensure that the common man is well taken care of, is well taken care of. So if I could not fail, there was zero limits, I'll be the president of the world and ensure everybody is well to do. Now, it's not very possible. So I would urge everybody on this call, do as much as you can. You have that neighbor beside you. You have that person has been asking you for money. As much as you can help, try to help. Just make life better for your next door neighbor, your next door person. Just make the world a better place. Back to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I would vote for you, so you give me money. Okay, thank you so much. Wow, you'll be the That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Don't worry. Whenever you're ready, Seaside Toastmaster will all vote for you. Be rest assured. Okay, so last person, one last person. Who is ready to take this very bold first step? Courage, courage, courage. Who is ready to embark on this courageous journey? I'm going to pick one more person if no one volunteers. Should I pick? Okay. I will go for Toastmaster Oladele. Toastmaster Oladele.
Courage must be what is galvanizing you to call me Madam Table Topics Master.
That's what we're doing today. We're embarking on that journey already.
So I am at your service. Please pardon my background. That may not be a steady background, but please be assured that I'm fully in this meeting. I've been transiting from one part of the city to another to catch up with another event. So let me have the topic. I'm all ready.
Oh, great. Thank you. So we have 2, 3, 5, and 6. So you pick one.
I wish you had 16, which is my favorite number. So let me take 6, which is one of the numbers that make up my favorite number.
Oh, great. Great. I was going to pick that for you anyways. So imagine your biggest excuse was a person standing in front of you, right in front of you. What would that excuse say to convince you not to begin, and how would you respond? Let me take that again.
Madam, yes, please.
Imagine your biggest excuse was a person standing in front of you. What would that excuse say to you? And what would your response be?
I learned long ago that excuse leads to a particular health condition called excusitis. Excusitis is the disease that those who give excuses suffer. So I learned earlier in my life that whatever I need to do, I should step up to it. Whether it is making sure that I achieve my DTM in a record time in the legacy program, or getting up again after reaching that peak of achievement and setting out again to do the same in the pathways. And having done it twice, I keep going because I don't belong to the WhatsApp of people who like to give excuse, particularly because I do not want to be infected with excusitis. So I picked up myself and I'm at the tail end of clinching my third DTM. Guess what? Because I still refuse to give excuse and I've decided to be a lifelong learner, because from whatever you keep getting value, you do not need encouragement to keep doing it. For me, being part of Toastmasters is one of such places of value that I do not need encouragement or excuse to not come for any meeting. And so, if somebody was standing before me trying to cheat me out of my progress in life so that I can give excuse, I'll remind the person I do not want to suffer excusitis. Hence, I will do what I need to do. Hence, I have embarked on my new pathways, and that is my fourth DTM. Madam Topics Master.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. That brings us to the end of our table topic section. Or do we still have time? Mr. Timer, do we still have time?
No, I think that will be at the purview of the Toastmaster of the day, if you allow more.
Toastmaster of the day, please, do we have time?
Well. It's very interesting. I'd love to hear from some of these people, especially the guests in the house.
Yeah, one more
Please,
guest.
yes. Call on somebody you know is a guest in this house. Please, just one more.
I like Dorcas. Dorcas, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. She likes me back. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have question 2, 3, and 5. Please pick up.
Okay, I'll go for 2.
2. Okay, great. Okay, question 2. Tell us about a time you did something even while you were scared, and what was it? Let me take that again.
You take the question. Okay.
Sure. Tell us about the time you did something even while you were scared and what it was. The time you did while you were
okay. Scared. All right. So well, I would like to say that I have my kids around, so you would hear their sounds in the background. Sorry about that. So something I did while I was scared. This morning, we had a light issue in my compound. And then I realized that it wasn't just a problem that came up this morning, but started yesterday. I actually thought that the light had gone off for everybody when it went off in my house yesterday, only to discover this morning that it was just our house that didn't have light. So I spoke to, hello, I'm having a meeting. I spoke to a neighbor of mine who was not interested in collaborating because of a conflict that came up sometime last month when we had the same issue. So they just felt like, let other people take care of this problem. So the statement she made was, let the men in the house rise up to solve the problem. And my husband is not home. He had gone on a journey. And I'm like, okay, do I sit down and wait for other men to come up and solve this problem? I dropped a message in the WhatsApp group, no feedback, no response. And I was just thinking, because previously somebody has walked up to, I'm so sorry about that. Somebody had walked up to my husband in past conflicts and tell him things like, your wife talks too much. And when my husband gives me that feedback, I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to solve this problem. So thinking about everything this morning, should I go ahead, call the electrician and start the process for this problem? Or do I just sit down like everybody else is sitting inside their rooms? We are like 11 flats in the house, and I'm the only one, saying something. So I was very scared within me, thinking of what will this person say, what will that person say, but I need light. That's the solution I need. So what did I do? I kept on I collected the number of the electrician, made the call, put a call across, he came around. When he came, I updated everyone on the WhatsApp group. The electrician is around. I now realize, okay, some people had lights, while 3 flats had lights, 8 didn't have. So I felt, okay, should I still go on with this, or should I solve just my problem and leave everybody else out of it? So I just felt, okay, since I've started, let me finish this up. And then while we're on it, one of the men, the fathers in the house, came out reluctantly. I was like, I thought they said this box, we shouldn't work on this box again. And I just kept quiet. I was just looking at him quietly. Another woman, the woman who I had met, the one I'm close to, who I had met, and she said to me, she was not going to do anything, let the men do something. She was stepping out there, and she looked at her and said that in Igbo tradition, the women don't talk, they wait for the men first. And I'm like, are we all Igbos here doing Igbo traditional things? So she stepped out. At that point, my heart was actually beating. But I'm like, the man is already doing the work. And then lights came on for everybody. And everybody was happy. And the interesting thing is that I wasn't just concerned about my own lights. Like, I had to now start calling everybody one after the other. Do you have lights? Do you have lights? And then we made payments and all. So when I came back to my house and I reflected, I'm like, maybe I'm doing too much. Another part of me said, well, the problem has been solved. So I called my husband and then I told him this is what transpired. And he was like, don't worry, you'll be fine. So one thing this taught me is no matter how scared you are, just keep doing it. The point is that let the problem be solved. Those that will talk will still talk. That's just the truth. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. That was very interesting and very courageous of you. Well done. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this section. Courage is very important. I can say for sure 80% of the things I am proud of in my life are things I did while I wasn't ready. Example, joining Toastmasters Club. I wasn't ready to start speaking at all. I didn't even like speaking. Starting my career as a self-care coach. I don't like talking to people, but I did it anyways, and I'm very proud that I did. Thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters and guests. And over to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Well, it's been an amazing day. We all can attest to that. I can say that because I can see your smiling faces on my screen. I wonder why you are smiling, because inside me, I have no wonder. I just realized what has been going on with me. For the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling some kind of pains around the lower abdomen. So when I have gone for a series of tests, but they kept telling me nothing is wrong, nothing is wrong. Then until this afternoon, the quintessential Toastmaster just told me what the problem I have. I just discovered that I have the disease of excusitis, because I have refused to do something I needed to do. So thank you very much. Today I'm going to get the pill. One of the things I didn't do, he didn't say this is the pill I need to take. So maybe after now, I'll have to go meet you and get a pill for it. Get rid of my excusitis. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it's been a wonderful ride, and thank you for being on this ride with me, for embarking on this journey of experience. Like I mentioned earlier, we normally have 3 segments in Toastmasters, one of which we have just concluded, the table topics section. So the next segment on our list is going to be, in fact, today is a very special day because we have a training. However, before we put heads together and say, okay, why not just have the speech before we have the special training? So, pardon me, I beg your pardon, and I seek for your permission VPs and my honorables in the house. Let's just have the speech. And before we do that, I'd like to introduce the person who is going to have this speech and as well as the evaluator for the speech. So the speech is from Toastmaster Miriam, okay? And she will be speaking from the level 2 project 1 on understanding your communication style. The title of the pathway is the title of the speech is The Way You Speak, It Matters. So, who is the evaluator? We have seen him, we have heard from him, but for some of us who really do not know him yet, let me introduce the general evaluator, the evaluator for this speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Oladele Olunike is a multi-award winning and a multi-discipline quintessential polymath, a global inspirational speaker, a C-suite executive coach, business etiquette expert, and corporate effectiveness consultant with nearly 3 decades of experience across 5 continents. If that is not enough to say, wow, I wonder what it is. He is a high in demand certified TEDx speech coach and the go-to consultant industry captains. Business leaders and C-suite executives seek, I take that again, I beg your pardon. He is a high-in-demand certified TEDx speech coach and the go-to consultant industry captains. Business leaders and C-suite executives seek when they need to put a new sheen on their presentation notes and or keynote speech. In 17 years of being a Toastmaster, he was appointed and certified by Toastmasters International as and serves as a Toastmaster International Pathway Ambassador and Toastmasters International Pathways Guide since 2017. A doubly distinguished Toastmaster and the first to be so awarded by Toastmasters International in the then District 94 of 20 West and Central Africa countries. He yearns always to impact, and while at it, he has been described severally to effortlessly impress. Little wonder, for these unique selling propositions, he is in high demand. Please welcome our speech evaluator, the quintessential polymath, Oladele Olunike. If your hands are not too busy, please jam them together virtually. Let's make some noise.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our esteemed guests, today, Toastmaster Miriam will be embarking on the Understanding Your Communication Style project. In this project, she is supposed to fulfill the purpose of sharing some aspect of her communication style or the impact of some communication style on her. It is important to state clearly that this project is not expected for her to embark on the enumeration of what communication style that she has read in the manual is about, but to show us her own communication style and how they've helped her in personal, professional, and public life. In 5 to 7 minutes, Toastmaster Miriam intends to embark on this new journey, which will take our Toastmaster journey to yet another level. Toastmaster Miriam, I wish you Godspeed. Mr. Toastmaster.
All right. Fellow Toastmasters, the time we have been waiting for. So, who is our speaker? Our speaker is Toastmaster Miriam Oke. She is a supply chain management professional with experience in procurement and process improvement, currently working in the energy sector. She also holds the BECB Senior Lead Implementer certification in ISO 9001. Within Toastmasters, Miriam has served in leadership roles, including Vice President Education twice, Vice President Membership, and currently Treasurer. She enjoys helping others grow in confidence while sharpening her own leadership and communication skills. One of her favorite quotes is from Seneca. It is not what we have a short time to live. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Miriam strives to use her time with purpose and joy. Outside of work and Toastmasters, she loves reading, dancing, karaoke, and shopping, all of which add balance and fun to our journey. Ladies and gentlemen of Toastmasters and our beautiful guests in the house, join us as we welcome this amazing speaker to take us to, as we embark on this journey of our presentation. Thank you. Toastmaster Miriam Oke, over to you.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and friends. Have you ever sent a text message that was completely misunderstood? A few years ago, I sent a short message to a colleague, and the content of the message says noted. To me, it simply meant I understand. But to the other person, it sounded cold, dismissive, and even meant I was annoyed. Just one word, but two completely different interpretation. That day was when I realized that communication is not just about what you say, it is about how people actually receive it. Today, I want us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, one that begins with understanding something we use every single day, and that is our communication style. When many people think about communication, they think about speaking, but communication is much more bigger than words. It includes our tone, facial expression, body language, listening skills, and even our silence. Imagine a manager who gives instruction quickly and expects immediate action. This manager believes that he's being efficient, right? But somehow the team feels rushed and unappreciated. Now imagine another manager who spends a lot of time explaining every detail. This kind of manager believes that they are being supportive, but the team becomes impatient because they simply want clear direction. So in both cases, neither manager is necessarily wrong. They simply have different communication styles. The challenge then begins when we assume that everyone communicates the way we do. As I became more involved in leadership, both professionally and through Toastmasters, I started noticing communication patterns. Some people communicate primarily through facts. Others communicate through emotions and stories. Some appreciate direct feedback. Others need encouragement before they can receive correction. An instance is when you're trying to convert a guest into a Toastmasters. The conversation is always different, even though the context remains the same. Some you have to send them 5 messages. Some you don't even have to send them what the benefit of Toastmaster is before they ask for the account number in which they can make payments to become a Toastmasters. And I also then begin to look at myself. I realize that naturally I am analytical, so I also prefer structure and clarity. I like to organize information, I like to prepare ahead, and I like to make sure that everyone understands the expectation that is required at every given time. That works well for me in my professional environments where accuracy, processes, and timelines matter. But I also discovered something very important. Not everybody needs to communicate the way I do. Sometimes people don't need another solution. They simply need someone to listen. Learning that changed the way I communicate. Instead of focusing on getting my message across, I started asking myself, what does this person need from me right now? Sometimes they need information, sometimes they need reassurance, and sometimes they simply need to feel that what they are saying is heard. Toastmaster has been one of the greatest teachers for me in this area. When many of us embark on our Toastmaster journey, we may think the goal is simply to become better speakers. But as we progress, we discover that Toastmaster is really teaching us how to connect with people. Every meeting brings together people with different personalities, experiences, profession, and perspective. And as a club president, I have learned that one announcement will not motivate everyone in the club the same way. Some members would respond to recognition, some would appreciate personal encouragement, while others will simply want clear expectations and accountability. The more I learn to adapt my communication style, the stronger my relationships and teamwork has become. And that has taught me one important leadership lesson. Leadership is not about becoming louder, it's about connecting better. Understanding your communication style is also requires that you become a better listener. Rather, many of us, we just listen to respond. Very of us truly listen to understand. Think about the last disagreements you had. How much time did you spend preparing for the argument instead of trying to understand the other person's perspective? Listening is not simply waiting for your turn to speak. Listening is making sure that the other person feel valued. I still sometimes struggle with this, but I know that listening is very vital, and the most important communication is not a brilliant speech. It's simply saying, I understand. That small change can prevent so many misunderstanding, and it can prevent conflict. So as we embark on the journey of becoming better communicators, I would like to leave you with 3 simple practices. One is know yourself. Second is know your audience. And the third is listen with curiosity. I will end with this thought. Communication is like adjusting the focus on a camera. When the focus is wrong, even the most beautiful picture looks blurry. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, TM Miriam. Okay, what a beautiful speech. I wonder what you are doing with your hands. Let's tap, 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 tap. How many of you tapped? You know, you the only time I say you have to tap to win money. Tap now, tap, 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 tap. Let them keep coming. Yes, let them keep coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a great speech. So, fellow Toastmasters, I'd like us to segue to the next section we have on our agenda, which is a beautiful and impactful training. We decided to take this speech so that we can align some things together and all of that. So right now, I want to introduce somebody that is going to take us on this training. He's been here before, and he is waiting to tell us about this training. Excuse me. TM Kudus Adebayo. Hold on. I'm trying to pull out. Can't see this. Why can't I see this? Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome TM Kudus Adebayo as he takes us on this journey. Let's embark on this journey with him, and we will be marveled. TM Kudus Adebayo, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much. And how is everyone doing?
Excellently.
Okay. Maybe I should ask this question. Why did you join Toastmasters? Is there anyone who wants to tell us why they actually joined Toastmasters? Toastmaster Mohammed. Okay, Toastmaster Kelvin. Go on.
Yeah. I joined for a single reason, being able to communicate clearly to whoever I'm speaking to. Simple, clear communication.
Thank you. Simple, clear communication. QP, my DTM, sir. Please, why did you join Toastmasters? I still want to answer that.
Immediate past president Kudus Adebayo. In 2008, I've just received a responsibility, a job actually, which is one of the businesses we offer, to compare a corporate event, which was a human capacity development event. And one of the responsibilities of a season compare is to rummage through the profiles of resource persons who will be speaking at the event. The keynote speaker at this event was coming from the United Kingdom to Nigeria to do this business. Having read through his quite impressive, close to 3 decades resume at the time, I discovered that this gentleman does things, about 90% of them, in the areas of the multidiscipline competencies that I have. And I asked him to mentor me. But before then, I had a hunger. I had been speaking professionally for close to 13 years, but I knew that I needed to take my career to the next level. And this yearning was what led me to this gentleman who said to me, he's going to share with me all of what has helped him to get to where he got to. And the first thing he introduced to me was Toastmasters. So for me, what brought me to Toastmasters is because I was hungry and still remain hungry to take my personal, professional, and public life to the next level. 17 years after, 2 months ago, I remain hungry. Mr. Trainer.
Thank you very much, QP. Toastmaster DTM Oladele, I just told us why you joined Toastmasters 17 years ago until today. And he's still here with us because he has remained hungry. But when you listen to Toastmaster Oladele Olunike DTM speak, one thing you will notice is that he is experienced, he is vast, and he has learned a lot from Toastmasters. If he has done this, do you think he has learned all this by attending only his club meeting every month? Do you know that Toastmasters has more than 14,000 clubs worldwide? And do you know that you, as a Seaside Toastmasters, as a member of Seaside Toastmasters, or as a member of Eagle Toastmasters, or as a member of Sule Toastmasters, you are a global member, which means that you can attend any of the 14,000 clubs you can decide to attend a French club and listen to them. Toastmaster Ajani Ibrahim, when we went for the district conference, attended the French international speech contest. And I asked him, do you understand French? He said, no. Then what are you going there to do? He said, I love the way they speak. And I went there to feel them. So you can actually attend any meeting. You can attend any of the 14,000 clubs worldwide. Toastmasters has more to offer than your experience in your club. There are other clubs, there are other Toastmasters, there are other contests, there are other training that you can attend. If your club meetings could not hold today, would your Toastmasters journey stop? If you see this beautiful lady here smiling, Toastmaster Chidalu. Toastmaster Chidalu joined Seaside Toastmasters in 2024. When she joined, she became one of the most active Toastmasters that I know. She went on to win the Toastmaster of the Month twice. She smashed level 1, level 2, and level 3 almost immediately, and she kept playing role. In 6 months, she has played all available roles. And then she started her MBA at Lagos Business School. She became swamped that she could not attend any Seaside Toastmasters meeting again. She goes at times you attend once in a year, twice in a year. So I'm sure most of the new members today would not know Toastmaster Chidalu. And she's an active member of Seaside Toastmasters. What did Toastmaster Chidalu do? Toastmaster Chidalu started attending Total Energies meeting every Thursday. They hold their meetings. They hold their meetings second and fourth Thursdays. And Toastmaster Chidalu started attending. In fact, you would think that she's a member of Total Energies. Anytime I attend Toastmaster I attend Total Energies meeting, I will tell them that these are a member that we loaned out to you. She kept attending and she kept being an active member of Seaside Toastmasters. I spoke to her this morning and she said, oh, I'm coming for the contest. I'm contesting next week. And I'll be so happy to see her. Toastmaster Chidalu could not attend Seaside Toastmasters meeting. But did her experience stop? She has gone on to complete her level 4. And right now, she's in a level 5 of the presentation mastery pathway. She could not attend our meetings. Did her experience stop? Toastmasters have much more to offer you than what your club is offering you today. Why go beyond your club? You have access to personal growth. There are a lot of things you can access. You can get mentors from other clubs. You don't have to, all your mentors don't have to come from Seaside. All your mentors don't have to come from your club. You can get mentors from other clubs. You can meet people from other clubs. You can even get jobs for members in another club. A Toastmaster just was telling me about how she got a job recently. And it was because he attended another meeting. So when you attend other clubs, you are not leaving your club behind. This is not like a relationship matter that you say you are double dissing. No, this is we want you to attend other clubs. We want you to go. In fact, I used to tell people that you attending when you join those masters and you keep improving, you keep feeling, oh, I'm speaking better. You may not be getting better. It may just be that you have been comfortable with seeing Toastmaster Ogona's face. It may be that you have been comfortable because you like Toastmaster equals smile. And anytime she smiles to you, you just like speaking. And the day you feel, oh, I am good, and you get to a strange audience, you just lost it. And that is why you need to attend other clubs, visit other Toastmasters meeting, participate in content that will take you out, and you are going to have the opportunity to stand in front of a bigger audience than what your club is offering you today, and you can speak. In fact, you can attend a club in Qatar and speak with them. That also helps club growth because you take your experience to that other club, you give them that experience, they get better. You bring the experience that you get from there back to your club, and we all get better. We are trying to become better members. Depends on you bringing that growth that you've learned back home. There are so many opportunities beyond the club. You can visit other clubs, speak. You can play roles in other clubs. You can just attend as an observer and listen to them and learn from them. You can participate in contests. When you participate in contests, the Vice President Education has been advertising, has been telling us about the contest that is coming up next week, next month rather, the thought is an evaluation contest. Please let's volunteer. When you volunteer, you can move on from there to representing the club at the area level. You can move on from there to represent the club at the division level. And you can move on from there to the district. Who knows? You may be that person that will bring it home for Nigeria. Look at the number of people that you have met. Look at how much you have learned. You will have so many mentors going up there. And before you know, your growth would have skyrocketed even more than you hoped for, or more than you imagined, or more than you actually joined Toastmasters to learn about. Even if you are not participating in contests, even if you did not go up to the area level, you can volunteer, contest chair, chief judge, ballot counter, timer, judges, side at arms. There are many roles that you can volunteer for. Events of the district, you meet people from other countries. Toastmaster John has been for the past 2 years, he has organized a role players training, 2 to 3 years. He has organized a role players training every Friday. And I hardly see Seaside Toastmasters member there. Toastmaster John is a member of Seaside. He organized this training. I hardly see Seaside Toastmasters members there. Do you know how that sounds? You see people attend that meeting from Kano, from Abuja, and even from outside Nigeria. Seaside Toastmasters member, we are not there. This training has helped people to get better in playing their role. When you get better in playing your role, maybe you think, oh, because it's a role players training, it's just going to be used in Toastmasters. How do I use it outside? When you get better in playing your role, one thing it does for you is that you actually learn the things that that role is meant for you to learn. That is what it does for you. Because you have the confidence, you learn more about it. You don't just come here to come and play it anyhow. You learn more about it. There are also leadership opportunities that you can take up. Every year we have new presidents. Every year we have new vice president education, vice president membership, up down to the side at arms. You have people volunteer for these roles. And when you volunteer for this role, you take more responsibility, you learn more, you get that leadership skills that you are here to learn about. You also meet people from other clubs when you attend club officers training and other ones like that. You also have the area council, where you have the assistant area director program quality, assistant area director club growth, the area secretary. Some area directors even have PRO. Then the club president, vice president, education, and VPM is also part of the area secretary. You meet people from other club, you share ideas, you network. You also have the division team, you have the district team, you also have the board of directors, where DTM particularly is currently an international director. So you meet a lot of people where when you walk through this, you learn a lot, you grow. When you go beyond your club, you build confidence. Because the more people you meet, the more you network, then you can go out and say, what kind of audience do you want to bring for me that I've not spoken for? The first time I was going that when I joined Toastmasters in my first year, the biggest audience that I spoke to was at the district conference. It was because I stepped out and I was able to learn from it. Today, there is no set of audience that I won't be able to speak in front of. Not because I attend Seaside Toastmasters meeting every week, but because I stepped out. When you go out, you are able to give back to other people. You can even mentor members from other clubs. You can organize events. Currently, today Toastmaster Mary Aladimeni as a mentor for Migu Toastmasters. That was because she stepped out. So let's challenge ourselves today. Let's visit one new club before our next meeting. Let's meet 3 new Toastmasters outside our club. Don't just meet them, connect with them. And please, let's start to attend Toastmaster John's training. Our takeaway. While you are taking this, you can pick one of the food. Your club is where you begin. Should it not be where you end? And when you have new experiences, you go. Leadership goes through service. Every visit to another club or outside your club is an opportunity, and every opportunity is a chance to grow. Toastmasters and guests. The more you invest in Toastmasters beyond our club, the more Toastmasters invests in you. Please, let's step out. It is important that we learn what other people do from other club. Because of ourselves, because of your own club, so we can all grow. Let's step out. Let's volunteer for roles outside our clubs. Let's volunteer for leadership opportunities, so that we can actually achieve why we are here at Toastmasters. As a Toastmaster, you are a global member. You have the opportunity to attend 14,000 clubs, but you are only attending one. That means you are using 1 over 14,000 of the opportunities that you have. Let's step out. Thank you very much, and it's over to you, the Toastmaster today.
Thank you very much. I call him my President Emeritus, the immediate past president of Seaside Toastmasters. Thank you for this insightful training. Yes, we have to go out. When you were saying all these things, I said, just call my name, call my name, call my name, call my name. I'm very guilty of some of the things you have just mentioned about here. We will be embarking more on these journeys from today. We'll be stepping out, we'll be trying new things. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome all of us to the next segment in our meeting. I sincerely apologize that our time is, although we are still on time, but we have to hurry and end the other section. So, The last session of our meeting is the evaluation. What is not measured cannot be improved upon. We have given the speeches, we have played the roles, and we have done everything. Now it's time to evaluate. To take us on the evaluation, once again, is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo. Well, you just stepped out. I'm calling you back again. President Emeritus, welcome back to the virtual lectern as you take us on this evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Toastmaster of the day. I almost forgot that I was the general evaluator. I was about to actually step out when you called my name. Thank you very much. And yes, as you have rightly said, what is not measured cannot be improved upon. So we are going to move quickly to the evaluation segment. And we are going to start with the evaluation of the speaker that we had today, who we have already met. He is Toastmaster Oladele Olunike, DTM, 3 times. Approaching the 4th one. QP, Criticization Polymath. It's over to you.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and our esteemed guests. Today, I'd like to commend Toastmaster Miriam Oke for embarking on this project. She began this project with courage as she tendered her salutations. Whether in America, in Africa, or Asia, when beginning a presentation, it is customary to tender salutations. Follow salutations with the use of questions. Questions are one of those tools that the masters and the mavericks use when they deliver speeches. Questions offer 3 benefits to every speaker and their speech. What are these benefits? Number 1, it creates suspense. Number 2, it draws the audience out from being passive participants in a speech to become curious and become active participants because they want to know the answer to the question. That automatically gives the 3rd benefit, which puts the speaker in control, and then she can then pilot the people in an airplane to wherever she wants to. And Toastmaster Miriam Oke was able to do this. Toastmaster Miriam took the pizzazz of her presentation to the next level when she used an anecdote, and she said, a few years ago, I sent a message. Anecdote is one way to draw people in because it's a portion of storytelling. She talked about how that communication is not only about what you say, but how people receive it. I want to commend her for previewing our speech, which is the number 1 3 part of every speech, which is the introduction. And this helps to shape the expectation of the people. She went further, not taking it for granted that everybody in the audience will understand what communication is. She gave us what the elements of communication are: facial expressions, tone, and silence. And then she used what I call scenario painting, where she used also another skill, rhetorical skill of contrast, by comparing between 2 managers of how they communicate. By so doing, she was fulfilling the objective of her speech. Toastmaster Miriam Oke, this is a good work. And I assure you that this and your speech has a great potential to go great. In doing that, please pay attention to the pronunciation of the word communication. It is communication and not communication. That is the Yoruba version. The word clarity is clarity. And please also work on your H factor. In the final analysis of your speech, you showed that you're an analytical communicator. You prepare ahead and you want people to understand you. You did not just show us the experience you've had, but you also showed the people by telling them, 1, they should focus on self, 2, they should focus on the needs of their audience, and then they should advance, not only with courage, but with curiosity to express their communication style. Your presentation was replete with personal experiences, which show that you're not just teaching us, but you are actually doing what you're saying. Congratulations. I look forward to your next speech. Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, QP, the Criticization Polymath, for that wonderful evaluation of Toastmaster Miriam's speech. So we are going to move quickly to the next evaluator, which is my tag team. And we are going to start with the first person, which is the R counter, who is going to tell us how we have done so far with the use of filler words. He's already smiling. I believe your paper is full. Thank you. Please be gentle with us.
Yes, I would absolutely be gentle. Thank you, everybody. As I mentioned at the beginning, speak clearly if you speak at all. Carve every word before you let it fall. This is a quote from the former Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court. I mentioned a clue on how to ensure you are not in my book. Just pause. Except you're an expert speaker like DTM Oladele. Pause. Pause, pause, pause. Unfortunately, I had some names in my book. I will start from the top. That is our Toastmaster of the day. He used the word so a record 5 times. We twice. In fact, twice, which is a repeated word. So is also a repeated word. Our table topic master used the word so 7 times. Okay, twice. One of the table topic speaker used the word well twice, so 4 times, 3 times. Toastmaster Mariam, I hope I did not murder the name, used the word so twice, but twice, twice. Toastmaster Ibinabo, when she was responding to our table topic question, used the word once. And our timer used the word so twice. I would all just let us watch out for those repeated words. It is the most used today. The English vocabulary is wide. Watch out for the repeated word. If it's not necessary in your sentence, use another word. And let us watch out for our pause fillers. It is called pause fillers for a reason. Just take a moment, pause, and ensure your communication is clear and sophisticated. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. Our counter is if you were able to avoid entering the our counter's notes, congratulations to you. For those who did, please try your best to take pauses as your our counter has advised instead of using filler words. Now we're going to move quickly to the grammarian. But before I call on the grammarian, I need to use the word of the day. Well, I'm not sure I've been using it. Since we embark on today's meeting, we've had a lot of fun. So let's hear from the grammarian. The grammarian for today was the grant. Okay. Go.
Yeah, indeed, we've had a lot of fun. Thank you very much to the general evaluator. And as you rightly mentioned just before you spoke, the word of the day hasn't been used very often today, which is something of a downer. The only person who has used the word of the day several times before yourself was DTM Oladele, who is in fact the word of the day champion. What I would say, however, is that this is not the only opportunity we have to use the word of the day. Even if you haven't used it in the meeting, you are encouraged to use it during the week to ensure that it becomes part of your vocabulary as we go along. My apologies, TM Ibinabo. I must have missed it. Perhaps one of the times my network was glitching. So TM Ibinabo also used the word today. But like I said, not many of us did use it. I encourage. Did you get that?
If you also thought it was a wasp when you first saw it, you can like the video.
Okay, yes,
Did
I'm
you
with
get
you.
that?
Thank you.
Did you get any of that?
Hello?
Scorpion fly.
Did you get any of that? I had completed my sentence. I also see TM
Okay, thank you.
Epoesian mentioned that she used it. Again, apologies, perhaps when my network was unstable. But yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, grammarian. Thank you so much for that report. Those of you who did not use the word of the day, we use the word of the day. Those of you that did not use the word of the day, the assignment is this week. Make sure you use the word of the day at least once every hour. That is what the grammarian asked me to tell you. Don't tell me don't say I'm lying. If he has not asked me, he will ask me later. Now let's move on quickly to our timer, who has been flashing cards since we embark into this meeting. So come and give us a report of how we have fared with time. Toastmaster Mohammed, the virtual lectern is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. So here's the timer's report. Overall, we did well with all the time that was allotted to us. So I'll start with the table topic section. Toastmaster Ibinabo spoke for 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Toastmaster Kelvin spoke for 1 minute, 45 seconds. Toastmaster Oladile spoke for 2 minutes, 5 seconds. And guest Dorcas gave us a near icebreaker. She spoke for 4 minutes, 45 seconds. For the prepared speech, Toastmaster Mariam spoke for 6 minutes and 44 seconds. And for our training, Toastmaster Kudus spoke for 17 minutes and 54 seconds. And for the evaluation segment, Toastmaster Oladile delivered his evaluations in 2 minutes, 54 seconds. So that's it for the timer's report. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the timer, for that great report. And now I'm going to move quickly to my own report. I think we've had a wonderful meeting, and we should get a feedback on everything that has happened today. I joined the meeting early, and some more players were already here, and the first person who joined was QP. He joined even before any of the meeting for functionaries. And when we started, we had people engaging, gisting, talking, and even our DD was here. And it made it engaging even before we started the meeting. Well done. And the meeting started at exactly 1 p.m. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ibukun, for starting the meeting. The SA called the meeting to order, and added over to the Vice President Education, who gave us a charge. And the charge was inspiring. She was sharp, she had a wonderful background, although she had a bit of network issues, but it was really wonderful. the Toastmaster of the day engaged us throughout today's meeting. I love the part where he mentioned that he saw new people coming, and because of that, he actually introduced what Toastmasters is about again. I like the fact that he added humor to everything that he did today. Well done, Toastmaster Austin. We had a wonderful speech. Well done, Toastmaster Miriam. And there is no better person to evaluate such speech than QP, who gave a great evaluation for that speech. We had a training. It is important that we remind ourselves why we are here in Toastmasters. And not every time we just do the same thing. Speak a speech, table topics, prepare speech, table topics. There should be some twists, and well done for doing that. What I will recommend, I think when we started the meeting, the DD rightly pointed out that who is Toastmaster of the day? Because Toastmaster of the day is the one who is supposed to take charge of the event before the meeting. But the Toastmaster of the day, I guess he was struggling with some things, but he was actually struggling loudly. And he kept mentioning about his struggle even after we started the meeting, when this SAE was already going on. The SA then had to mute him at the point. It is important that we are actually mindful of the meeting environment. If you are struggling with anything, it's best you just mute. And when you mute, you can actually say anything aloud. Throughout today's meeting, the agenda was not shared in the chat room. It is important for us to share the agenda. Not everyone on this call know what we are going to do next. Please, let's share the agenda from time to time. When the SA shared her screen, she didn't put her screen on, she didn't put her presentation on slideshow. Oh, the counter just reminded me that it was not even shared with the whole players. Yeah, I could remember that I had to call in the counter myself, because he mentioned that the link was not even shared with him. I think the table topics master spent so much time looking for volunteers. You had 15 minutes. 15 minutes would have taken, you'd have had the opportunity to take 4 speakers. Although you took four speakers, but it was at the expense of our time. The Toastmaster of the day, you had the chief timer, and you are the one responsible for ensuring that we meet up to time. The table topics was supposed to end at 1:41 p.m. and at 1:49 p.m. the table topics master asked if she could take more speakers, and you gave her the opportunity to take more speakers. Yes, you may be generous, but I don't think the 19 others on this call are that generous with their time. It is important that we stick to time. The timer, yes, you were flashing your cards, but please leave the background there, because at times because at times we may want to go back to look for you. You may have flashed a card, and we don't know that you have done that. Please leave your background until you move to the next card or the speaker finishes speaking. I think this also speaks to me and the Vice President Education. I didn't see a table topics evaluator on the agenda, and maybe I should have also checked to ensure that was done before today's meeting. But please, we need to get an evaluation of table topics too. Grammarian, you need to remind us about the use of the word of the day. Put it in the chat box. Let us be reminded. But it was a great meeting. We had wonderful table topic session. Especially, I want to commend the Mrs. Dorcas, who gave us a speech about the people in our house who have refused to work on the lights. Please, you are not doing too much. You are doing exactly what you should do, helping people. Continue doing that. And thank you very much for having me. And it's over to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
All right, thank you very much, General Evaluator. And I hope we have all enjoyed our day. And I want to believe that time here in this meeting is a time well spent. So, on this account, I'd love to call on somebody we have seen before, somebody special, because we are already coming to the end of this meeting. We are making sure that 3 p.m. is 3 p.m. So I want to invite the VPE once again. Please come and talk to us, and let's have the meeting come to an end.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Wow, what an eventful meeting. What an eventful meeting. I'm sure we all were educated, entertained, and informed with today's meeting. For me, yes, I can tick all of those boxes. I'd like to appreciate everyone that joined, that played one role or the other, or even just participated without playing a role. Thank you so much for making today's meeting so engaging and insightful. I'll just take a few announcements and then we can close the meeting. But before I do that, please permit me to appreciate our general evaluator for today, Toastmasters. Okay, so I can see a question from Toastmaster Austin. We'll take that before I round off. I was saying that I'd like to appreciate general evaluator, Toastmaster. Kudos is Mr. IPP, the immediate past president, but he he has played a very crucial role towards the success of today's meeting. Toastmaster, kudos, we really appreciate you. You are leading not only by the print, but by example. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much to the Toastmaster DTM Oladele Olunike. Thank you for that evaluation and for volunteering to play the role of a speech evaluator. I'd also like to appreciate DD, Toastmaster Ibinabo. Thank you so much. We are honored to have you in our midst in today's meeting. Please, if you are a guest and you're joining this meeting for the first time, would like for you to just wait a little after this meeting. Our Vice President membership, who also doubles as the Toastmaster of the day, would like to address you and answer your questions about Toastmaster. Yeah, and finally, before we close, I would also like to talk about our speech contest, which is coming up in September. That's the club speech contest. So for Toastmasters, biannually we always have contests, evaluation, and
I hope I am not the only one who can't hear her. If you are in my shoe, because I can't hear her, if you are in the same shoe, please let me know by your show of your emojis. And then we are sure her network has great, great, great. So it means that we are suffering from the same problem in Nigeria, problem of network. So our Vice President Education, thank you very much. I hope that the connection restores itself so we can have you once again. But while we are still waiting, I think she has already done a lot of the talking, and we are coming to the end of the meeting. I want to talk to I want to appreciate everyone who made the time to be here. Thank you. We don't take your time for granted. Please, let's celebrate ourselves with your emoji. Use your best emoji this time around to celebrate yourself right now. Let's see the emojis coming up. Let's celebrate ourselves. Great, 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 great. Beautiful, beautiful. Unless you are a new member, a guest in this call, at this time, we are glad to say that this is the end of the meeting. And I want to believe that we have taken you on a beautiful ride this Saturday afternoon. So we'll see you again. And if you are a guest in this house, please unmute your mic and let's talk. If you are a guest, let me start with Tabitha. Are you still with me, Tabitha? Unmute and let's talk.
Has the meeting ended?
Yes, it has ended.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tabitha. How are you?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Well, doing fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, Philip, I get you. So we'll chat on the chatbot so you can ask your question. So Tabitha, is this your very first time joining Toastmasters meeting?
Yes, my first time.
Very first time. All right. You're welcome to Seaside Toastmasters. I believe you're
Thank
one of the
you.
you have what?
I said thank you.
All right, great. So tell me your experience so far today.
Oh, so I joined in late because from 1 p.m. I kept having a feeling that I was forgetting something. So I was in the shower and then I just remembered. I was like, oh, let me just check if you guys are still on. So I think I came in when the meeting was already concluding.
All right, okay. All the same, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
It's not easy, especially on a Saturday like this, where there is a lot of overwhelm there. Are you in Lagos?
Yes, I am.
Yes, so there is a lot of overwhelm there in Lagos. You decided to sacrifice the overwhelm time and be here. So thank you, thank you. Do you, from all indication, I believe that you have deep interest in joining to improving your communication skills, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Beautiful,
Correct.
beautiful. And you would like to be a member of Toastmasters to achieve that,
Hopefully.
hopefully. So explain to me, hopefully, what you meant by hopefully.
Okay, yes. So I made a research like 2 years ago about Toastmasters. And I was like, this is my kind of thing. I would want to be in a community like this. But at the time when I checked, I think the financial requirements to join, it was a lot for me. So I think that can be the only obstruction.
Okay. So that can be the only obstruction right now. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, great. So do you have any question? Do you have any questions so far? Like, is there any question you'd like to ask about joining Toastmasters
Yeah,
or being a part of Toastmasters?
yes, definitely. So I want to know what's the current financial requirement for
Okay.
membership.
All right. It's not much, of course. It's not much. Would you mind if I forward you an email with that contains all the information that you need
Oh, definitely.
so that you can take your time, read through, and then we can have a conversation on WhatsApp about it. Are
Yes,
you
I would
fine with
love
that?
that. Yeah, I
Beautiful.
would love that.
So drop your number and your email for me on the chat box.
Okay, I'll do
Then
that now.
I will send you an email and also follow you up on WhatsApp.
Hey.
Beautiful.
907. Yes, I've done that.
All right, great. It's a pleasure having you. And I want you to understand that. I also want you to understand that you don't have to be a paid member before you can attend our meeting. You can attend our meeting for as long as you want, even without being a paid member. You can participate in table topics, but the only thing you cannot do is give prepared speeches. For every other thing, you can participate. Yeah, so for as long as you want, of course.
Okay, so when is the next physical meeting?
So we hold 2 meetings every month. The first one, first Saturday of the month, we hold that meeting at Eco Hotels. Then second one is the second Saturday of the month, which is this month, this one. So I believe.
Okay.
So this is the second meeting we are having for the month. The first one we have was August 1st at Eco Hotel. Then this is because today is second Saturday of the month. That's why we are having it here. It is virtual. The first one is hybrid. So you can choose to be at a hotel physically, or you can also join with a link like online like this too.